As U.S. troops withdraw from Afghanistan, urgent evacuations are set to begin soon of interpreters and other Afghans who worked with American forces. 60 Minutes Plus correspondent Enrique Acevedo recently spoke to interpreters about how hard it is to get visas to the U.S. Zahir says he received death threats from the Taliban. He made it to America after 4 years of waiting. His brother-in-law and 2 cousins were killed during that time. In this clip from 60 Minutes Plus, he talks about the dangers of the job.
For the thousands of Afghan interpreters who stood shoulder to shoulder with U.S. troops, translating for them is only the beginning.
What kind of jobs did you end up doing as a linguist, as a translator?
First thing was like to have a secure the base and have a patrol around the base, make sure that nothing goes wrong, and make sure there's no threat to the base.
American soldiers also relied on interpreters for their knowledge of regional traditions and culture. That's why they're known as the eyes and ears of U.S. armed forces, something considered treasonous by some locals.
If you don't have a respect among your own community and they think that you are the enemy of the country, if they think that you are the traitor of your own people, so what do you expect from the Taliban?
Zahir told us his life was in danger on and off the base where he was stationed. His family lived in Jalalabad, a Taliban stronghold in eastern Afghanistan, where he said he received several death threats from Taliban forces.
You found that in your doorstep?
Yes, yes.
He shared one of those letters with us.
They said, if you do not quit your job, the Islamic Emirate Mujahideen will kill you and cut your head off along with your family.
Do you think that wouldn't happen?
Yes, because the Taliban, they were looking for me. I was in their list to kill me.
And Enrique joins us now. Enrique, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Dad.
So let me just clarify. It was his brother, his father-in-law, and his 2 cousins. But that's just one family. How many Afghan interpreters are waiting to come to the United States? And more importantly, how long could it take them to get here?
Absolutely. You're right. And that's what's at stake for these interpreters, right? Their lives and their families' well-being as well. There are 18,000 pending applications for this special immigrant visa. That's the immigration benefit that they're using to bring those interpreters to the U.S. So imagine 18,000 applications pending, and then family members from those interpreters, staff members, drivers, people who were helping U.S. forces and who stood shoulder to shoulder with American soldiers in Afghanistan.
Now, I'm glad you're shining a light on this story, because when you hear retired General David Petraeus telling you that it would be quicker to put a rover on Mars than to approve all these visa applications, what goes through your mind and the mind of these interpreters?
The process was set up for vetting each applicant properly, not for speed. But now with the U.S. troop withdrawal, there's a sense of urgency. And it's a 14-step process that takes on average more than 3 years flat. And it costs thousands of dollars for these families. The medical exams, just the cost of travel to the U.S. was sometimes the biggest hurdle in order to bring these people to the U.S. and to take them out of Afghanistan in harm's way.
So, Enrique, it's Anthony. What are these families and what are these interpreters doing as they await approval?
Hi, Anthony. Well, they're praying that the Taliban doesn't regain full control of the country while they're there, because they have a target on their backs. And they know that as soon as that happens, and that's been happening as U.S. troops withdraw from Afghanistan, as the Taliban forces regain control, they fear they'll be assassinated. And that's what they're trying to avoid. That's why they want to get out of Afghanistan first and then figure out a way to come to the U.S.
Do you get the sense, Enrique, that the U.S. is doing everything they can to get them out because the role they played, the work they did was crucial? It would be a shame not to do right by them at this particular time.
That's a great question, Gayle, and I think that's at the heart of our story. Are we doing enough to get these people out of Afghanistan? And I think that the answer is no. We withdraw all the remaining U.S. troops from Afghanistan without a plan to have these people out of danger. And now we're sort of scrambling to get them out, but I don't think that's happening at a pace where we're securing these people's well-being.
Enrique, important work that you're doing there for the crucial job that those interpreters played for the United States. Thank you very much.